One, two, three, swag!
Hey yo, what is up everybody? It's B Militant. Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host here on the Redskins review, and you guys, football's back. It's great to be back. There's been a bunch of videos I wanted to make. I wanted to do a lot of stuff. I wanted to watch a Redskins game with you guys like we did once before, but the wait is over. Football's back. There's no more excuses. There's going to be videos made every single week from here on out. And first thing we got to do is talk about the football game we watched last night, the Ravens versus the Bears. Wasn't extremely eventful. I did think RG3 looked pretty good, and I might be crazy. Some people might think I'm crazy, but RG3 is the best quarterback that's on the Ravens roster right now. Yeah, I don't care that Joe Flacco has Super Bowl ring. I don't care. I think Flacco his best days are behind him, and not saying RG3 would be an awesome quarterback situation to have, but I think he's probably the best quarterback on the team right now. You can say, I'm sure there's going to be some people that have something different to say about that, but whatever. Moving on. Lamar Miller looked exactly how I thought he was going to look. Not very good. I don't expect Lamar Miller to be very good. I think he's a lesser version of RG3, honestly. But we'll see. We only saw one preseason game. There's no, this is, who knows? RG3 could look trash next game. Flacco could look amazing. I don't know. We'll see. But at this point in the season, that's what I think about the Ravens roster and the game that we saw. Not very eventful. We need to get into it. I know a lot of people are going to be talking about it. The new rules. First, I got to say, the whole kickoff rule, the new rule for the kickoff, I don't really care. I don't mind it. I think it kind of makes a little bit of sense. This whole trying to make football more safe thing, I guess it kind of sucks or whatever because it's dumbing down the game. But if you're going to pick on something and you're going to try to make something more safe, I completely understand making the kickoff more safe. The kickoff is pretty uneventful most of the time. People are running at full force at other people, and that's how a lot of people get hurt, and that's how a lot of rosters are banged up and injured. So I completely understand they're trying some new stuff out with the kickoff. I don't care. Don't mind it. Let them do it. Whatever. But when it comes to this whole, you cannot initiate or lead with your helmet rule, we just saw in the very first game of this new rule, we saw, it's not looking good. Now, I understand in the preseason, referees try to harp on things to show, hey, this is the stuff that we might hit you on in the season. We want to make sure you guys understand that this is a big deal. I get it, so they harp on it even more in preseason. But man, there was on the one touchdown catch or whatever where he hit him. There's like at least two plays in that game that were 15-yard penalties, and it's just like I just don't see the penalty there. I do not understand. And my whole take on the situation is there's two sides of this. One, like some of the older players and stuff like this, I've heard say, these players know what they've signed up for. They played football their entire life. They know it's a rough physical sport, and they are paid very handsomely to play this sport. If they make it to this level, they make a lot of money. They know what they're putting themselves into. You don't have to opt into it. You can say you don't want to play. Kyshawn Jarrett, guess what? He got hurt, and he said, I'm not going to play anymore. He decided to not play. So dumbing down the game of football really sucks for the fans. But I mean, I understand how dangerous it is. I understand that years down the road, people might be affected. So either you know what you're signing up for. You know you might get hurt. You know you're throwing your body at full force into another person, and you might get hurt. All right? But that's also why you're making millions and millions of dollars. All right? That's not, you're not in a normal circumstance. All right? And you've opted to be into this profession. All right? And then my second thought on it is, I forget who else said this, but another older football player, I think, said this. If you don't want people to use their helmet as a weapon, if you do not want people to lead with their helmet and hit another person with their helmet, take the helmet away. Take the helmet away. Don't play with helmets. If you want people to be worried about going head-to-head with other players, don't give them a helmet. See, watch how different the game changes when someone doesn't have a helmet and they're afraid to hit their head. They're not going to lead with their head. They're going to do everything they can to protect their head. And I also agree with that. It's which one is it? Are we going to keep the physical rough sport, or are we going to just keep finding ways to manipulate this to make people play two-hand touch? I don't know. Whatever. So that's that. What other rules that have come out, I don't know. Sure, there's going to be more rules that we're going to be learning about in the preseason, but that's the biggest one, man. We saw a couple plays where it's like, that's just a bang-bang play. What is a defender supposed to do nowadays? You're supposed to let someone catch a football, start running away from you with the football before you attempt to take them to the ground. It just doesn't make any sense. So let's get into the Redskins news. Let's first of all, it has been nice. It has been nice to not have a bunch of distractions around our team. You guys know I love me some Kirk Cousins, but the whole Kirk Cousins drama thing, it's nice to not have a bunch of off-the-field issues going on. It's been relatively quiet this offseason, and it's nice. We haven't had a very uneventful offseason in a while, and hopefully it pays off. But there is some news, some negative news, stuff we do have to talk about. And it's just being a little bit worrisome. So we have Josh Doxson hurt his shoulder somehow. He fell on the ground, hurt his shoulder. He said on Twitter that he's fine. Are we supposed to believe that you're fine, or did you actually get up, walk off the field holding your shoulder? Which one is it? So that's a scare. Our first round draft pick, Deron Payne. Thank you, Jesus. I couldn't remember his name. I should obviously know his name. Deron Payne. He hurt his ankle, and he's walking around in a boot right now. He's out 2 to 3 weeks. And oh yeah, by the way, last year another first round pick of ours, Jonathan Allen, only played 5 games last year. So I mean, it's not looking too hot here on the first round pick selections. Going all the way back to Brandon Scherf, amazing first round pick. I would not have changed that pick. Love Brandon Scherf, but after that, I mean, man, I like some of these guys. I want to like these guys, but if they're not going to stay healthy, Jonathan Allen played 5 games last year. Josh Doxson, we all know about Josh Doxson. Now he's walking off the freaking practice field holding his shoulder, saying on Twitter, "Oh, I'm fine, guys. Don't worry about me." Are we supposed to not worry about you when you've been injured over half your career, and then we see you walking off the field, not practicing anymore? Deron Payne. I mean, what's going on with these Alabama guys? I don't really watch too much college football, but isn't Alabama supposed to be a tough, hard-nosed football team? Guys who actually practice rough, and these are the biggest, most baddest beasts of men you can get on a football team, and they're supposed to be known for being rough and not being easy, and coaches destroying people or whatever in practice. And then we're sitting here watching these Alabama guys come here, and it's like, dude, you didn't even put on football pads yet, dude. You don't even have football pads on. You're not even doing real drills yet, and you're walking around in a boot now. Like, I'm trying to be positive. I think there's a lot of positives. I've liked a lot of the stuff that I've seen out of Darius Geis. Just watching Darius Geis, talk to in interviews and stuff like that. I like it. I like what Darius Geis has to offer, at least personality-wise and stuff like that. It's refreshing to see a cool player on the Redskins that's not the quarterback like RG3, who RG3 did a lot of talking. It's similar. People loved RG3, and he was, very out there and very talkative, and that's cool. But it wasn't cool when our quarterback was doing it. If it's a running back or something like that, I think it's a little bit more refreshing. I like it. Seeing him play around with Josh Norman is cool. There's been some positives. I like the draft, but it's just like, we haven't even done anything yet, and the guys that we're most worried about are showing that they might be a little bit injury prone already. And I mean, the last 3 years, our first round picks. Who knows? I mean, this is completely speculation. Apparently, Deron Payne is fine. Everyone's saying he's fine. It's just precaution. But I mean, come on, man. It's been not. We haven't even. He's missing valuable reps. He's not even going to get to play in at least 2 of the preseason games. At least 2 games. So whatever. We'll move on from that. In other news, we actually signed Colt McCoy. We gave him a contract extension for 1 year. I think it's worth $7 million. I think it's good. We obviously need him. Colt McCoy. I like Colt McCoy as a backup. He's got to be one of the best backups in the NFL. So I like that move. And then I want to end this video on an article that I read a while ago, and I was going to make a whole completely different video about this, but you guys know me. You guys know I've harped on this for a long time. So there's no reason to bore you guys. So there is an article on ESPN. It's called NFC East. Who is on the hottest seat in the division? And then it basically takes all the reporters for each team, and they all say who they think is, sitting on the hottest seat in the division. Who is in the most trouble if they do not win, basically. So let's just run through this real fast. The Dallas Cowboys reporter said head coach Jason Garrett is on the hottest seat. The Redskins reporter John Keim said quarterback Eli Manning is, on the hottest seat. I understand that. The Giants reporter says also Jason Garrett, head coach of the Cowboys, is on the hottest seat. But then the Eagles reporter says the Redskins president Bruce Allen is on the hottest seat. Washington has just won 10-win season since Allen took over as a top decision maker in 2010, finishing last in the division in 4 of those 8 seasons. The Redskins are coming off a 7-9 season and arguably downgraded at quarterback with a 34-year-old Alex Smith under center, and Kirk Cousins is now gone. 2 playoff appearances and 0 playoff victories over 8 years is a tough pill to swallow for Redskins fans. So yeah, that's just an article. I read that, and obviously I didn't think anyone was going to say Bruce Allen, but I mean, I don't know. There's also been rumors. We've all heard some type of rumors that Bruce Allen might leave. Regardless, he might be gone. I don't know. Whether or not whatever happens this year, I think we've heard some of the rumors saying that he was going to go to the Raiders or something like that. He had somewhere to go. There's been rumors of him being linked to somewhere else, but yeah, I don't know. This is a very exciting time. This is a very exciting time every single year. We don't know what's going to happen. We can sit here and we can look at the Redskins, we can look at the roster, we can look at Darius Geis and go, oh man, I cannot wait to see this guy in action. I cannot wait to see Chris Thompson get healthy and come back. When that's going to be, I'm not sure. It's going to be sometime during the season. He's not going to start the season, I don't think. There's a lot to be excited about, but it's just that same time of year where us Redskins fans have to sit here and remember how excited we were the year previous, and just not turning out. And so yeah, that's just kind of the news, some of the stuff I wanted to talk about. Obviously there'll be more videos coming when we play. Don't even remember who we play off the top of my head this Thursday. I know we play Thursday though, so I'll have to make a video for that. If there's anything else you guys want to talk about, put it in the comment section. I'll read it and I'll talk to you guys. It's been a while since we've talked. It's been a while since we've done anything. But man, it's just so refreshing to actually watch football on the TV and just, there's so many unknowns with the Redskins, and we're so excited to see what the Redskins are going to turn out to be. It was fun to watch the Ravens and the Bears. It was fun to just watch and see, the unknown, hitting up my friends who are, some of them are Ravens fans. Hey, what guys you are excited to see and stuff like that. Just waiting for it to be our turn, waiting for us to see the Redskins play, get to see Darius Geis on the field. hopefully we get to see Deron Payne on the field before the end of the preseason. Hopefully we get to see Tim Settle now that Deron Payne is going to be gone. So, not going to bore you guys. End of the video. Thanks for watching. Hail to the Redskins as always. Let me know what you guys think about some of the stuff I talked about. Do you think it's a big deal? Do you think Deron Payne twisting his ankle or whatever it was is a big deal? Am I looking way too much into it? Is Deron Payne going to end up being the best Redskin of all time? And I'm just being way too worried about nothing. In my opinion, I guess if he's going to be injured, at least let him be injured now when it doesn't count, I guess. I don't know. But it's just a kind of shitty thing to put a twist on that, like that. So, as always, hail to the Redskins. See you guys in the next video. Peace out.